we're headed into a critical cup tie in the Europa League spots, my friends. Come on, let's go. Let's see if we can get there one way or another. Or wait, I should probably know what happens. Let's take a look. If you win the final, you make it to the Euro. Yeah, the Euros. Every time I see that, I say Euros. It's just the thing. I think it's because we spent time doing international management, you know? Just one of those things. It's been good. We went undefeated in November. Unbelievable. You saw these two games, I think, right? My computer seems like it's slowing down for a second. Makes you a tad nervous. What is the cursor doing? Why is there a box on my... Hello? Game? We played Asula. Some team. A small team. Just to kind of get our match sharpness up for some of our guys. Smashed them 7-1. Cagliari coming off of that 5-1. It was nervy. It doesn't sound like it was nervy, but it was nervy because we were down 1-0 at halftime, and I was honestly quite disappointed because we created a bunch of chances. That seems to be the theme. We've created a bunch of chances. We just need to finish them. But then came back 53rd minute. Like, okay, now we're equalized. All right, lads, let's go. Adam Ida with a brace in the second half. We had an own goal. Okay, fair enough. I was like, who's Ruben? That's not ours. I don't know what's happening with my accent. Sometimes that happens. And then Cassidy sealing the deal in the 84th minute. Ida with a brace. We took him off. I was like, oh, you took him off for... It's like, at that point, we were up 4-1. Okay? And I got to get Tyrese in the game if I can, as well as Fran Brodic, who didn't make it in. I was quite proud. Rampanini goes on, I think, the full 90 on a 6.7, or maybe we brought him off for Icardi at some point late in the second half. But getting him some exposure. This one more disappointed because we created some good chances, I want to say. 5 clear-cut chances to their 2. To be fair, someone should have scored. Fans are disappointed either way and should be. But we had Cassie, Ida, Maximiliano played a 6.2. Ida played a 6.2, so we subbed both of them out. Giallo, Haas, all the usual suspects at the back, I guess. It doesn't really matter. But we were able to get Wim Mullen on at the end, Tyrese and Fran, who also didn't do amazing. But it's just like we created so many chances. It's honestly disappointing that we've not beaten them. They're below us. Again, I'm not saying we're good. I'm not willing to do that yet. We're not near, like when you're in City of Chi and we're smashing people, I'm willing to say we're good. I'm not willing to say that here. We've done a good job. We've only lost 2 games. That's crazy. We're tied for the fewest losses in the league. But again, it's like what I talked about last season. Like we're on the cusp of being very good. We just have to turn some of those draws into wins. And apparently we've shifted everything. So draws to wins, losses to draws. This is how we're going to go. We're going to bring in Brodic and give Maximiliano a break. We're playing Venezia, who are 17th, something like that. They're in the relegation spots. Haas, Giallo still. Flacovio going to come in. Matsum going to come in or start. Moretti comes in for Desegna, and then our cup goalkeeper. So was that 1, 2, 3, 4 changes? I thought that was enough. I would like to get Tyrese. If we could go up like 3-0 at halftime, we'd bring Tyrese on for one of these guys because they're in really good form. And I feel like we want to keep the really good form guys on if we can to keep the momentum going. And obviously because we've not actually made it to any of the actual rounds of the Coppa Italia. So that's how we line up today, my friends. I thought we're going... Tyrese can go 75. That's good. Schradel's had a little bit of a niggling injury, but he's good now. We're just slightly favored, which is a little concerning. So I'm a little nervous about Brodic playing there. But I'm trying to integrate Brodic back in the team. He's only had 1 start and 4 subs. So, to be fair, he did have an injury, but his potential has dropped in comparison to the squad. But he's still a good player. I should also tell you, we've extended Theo. This was getting important. It kicks in at the end of the season, which is also nice. But there was a... Venezia actually was snooping around, and his... he had a contract thing... Oh, it's Chubbs in the clubs in the Champions League. I still think like he's been phenomenal. He's on a 7-1-2. Arrows are going in the right direction. And I was afraid that, when you're worth 4.8 million, 7.5 is not that much higher, or whatever it is, 7 point whatever. Yeah, 7.5 is not that much higher. I'm less worried about the relegation clause. And I was like, let's lock this guy in and get rid of the people sniffing around so he doesn't get distracted. He can keep developing. So we're going to pay him like 20.5 grand. But when you look at it, we've got wage budget to spend. So like not a ton now, right? Like we could sign like a 40K if he goes up and we have some probably other wage rises for doing well or whatever. We might have 30 grand left in the budget for next season, assuming there's no other changes. Ooh, garage door. My wife hit the button and it went up and then back down. Now she's going to hit it again. But that's kind of where we're at with him. So I'm quite happy that we were able to get an extension done for him. Lock him in, no distraction, off you go. I think that's really all I need to show you here. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. So they're doing a 4-1-2-3, 4-3-3, something like that. Show the pundits they've been right to back you up, even though it's pretty even odds. But they bought it, so we'll take it. Do our jobs. Squad game. Yes, we've made 4 changes. One of those is a cup goalkeeper. We've really made 3 of the 10 outfield players. That's only 30%. It's not like we've swapped out. It's not like we did last year. It was like, rotate everybody in. But we should be able to beat a City G team and then not being able to do it. So we have a healthy enough group of starters, 7 out of 10 of the outfield players, that can't be an excuse. It should set the tone for the guys that have come in, and Bradic is one of them, so it's not like he needs tone setting anyway. Ida dribbles. Oh, tried to scoot it around there. Interesting. We'll take the corner. The board, I'm curious what it'll say now, but we may have scored one other set piece goal. Maybe we did some in the friendly, and all of a sudden it's like they're pleased with the set pieces, even though like that's not part of. Anyway, it's a weird thing. It's not a must-have required thing anyway, and they are just looking at going like, oh, you're in the Europa League spot. We are really happy. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it'll drop back down if we don't, if we drop some points or whatever. Isn't that crazy to think like we barely survived last season and now we are in the Europa League spots and it's like everything's peaches and cream, right? Like it's not like we're 15th, like we're doing quite well. I'm quite happy, to be completely honest with you. I would like us to do better than that. De Cordova Reed. Okay. Yeah, not Matt Sharp. He is Matt Sharp, to be fair. He did play. We gave him a half in the friendly, and we gave him Santopolo a half as well. I was really nervous about that situation right there, but it works out. We're going to go attacking a little bit. See if we can demand more. We have had 5 shots on target, but they've had 4, so let's go at them, lads. Machoy. Oh. Garage door's going down. Pigliacelli. Or Celli, isn't it? With the CE? I don't remember. All right, nice touch. Roaming playmaker is roaming. He's going to shoot. He's not going to cut that back. Why would he do that? He could have done it there, though. Whoa, nerve at times for the back line, but it works out. 6 shots on target, 9 total, and 3 clear-cut chances with no goal, of course. Perfection. Come on, boys. Don't make me regret having rotated 3 outfield players. Come on, Bradic. Show me what you got. Okay. You've got a weak pass to Cassidy, but it draws the defense. Ida then politely gives it back. He's like, that was too easy. Let's have a 4th quick chance. We got to get to 8 before we score a goal. Like, we're just rubbing their faces in it. Like, we could score whenever we want, but we haven't done it yet. Get back out there. Score a goal. Generally what you want to say in a team talk. Yeah, like, okay. Motivation. Front line not looking great. Good stuff. Is it Tyrese time? I really hate to do that because Adam Ida and Ryan Cassidy have been like in super hot forms. I want to trust that they're going to come true. Cassidy, 5th clear cut chance. We're getting. It's only 23 seconds into the second half, and we are only 3 away from our 8th clear cut chance, which is what we need to score a goal. Is that a half chance? It is. Do they count up? 2 half chances is a chance, because then we'd be at 6. Come on, lads. Is this going to be one of those games where we give up like an 89th minute goal or a 48th minute goal? That's not far enough away. Oh, it hit the post? Or was it blocked? I have no idea what happened there. It's not good, launch. Oh, boy. Well, I was gonna. Haas has made mistakes. I was gonna take one of these one of these guys off, but then they both got yellows, so not sure what to do there, lads. 3 half chances for us. Just want to point that out. Yep. If Haas is, if it's gonna, oh boy, yeah, it's time. We're gonna bring on Tyrese. Come on, Tyrese, you were so good last year. We could slide Bradish up and bring on Maximiliano. That is an option, but we're gonna do the double subbage here. We're gonna bring on Icardi. Level head, been here before. Come on, son. I feel like I just shouted, so we'll wait until the 70th minute and we're gonna shout again. Okay, last sub. We're going to take Bradic off and bring on the guys. At least we could say to Bradic, we gave you an opportunity to run out, right? Work on that match sharpness a little bit. He's getting there. And then Tyrese can come in and finish out the game. Can these be some impact subs here? Or, oh no. Always makes you nervous to get your backup keeper. I think our keeper has been quite good this year, so. 5 click chances, man. Come on, boys. Win that. Good. Icardi. Oh, he's got Tyrese! Onside. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, you love to see that because I'm imagining he's been kind of frustrated because he hasn't been starting. He got injured. He just hasn't been in the mix like he was last season. It was like desperation. Bring on Tyrese! 33 total appearances. And this time, not as much because Ida and Cassidy have been so good. And then, obviously, we're trying to mix Bradic back into the mix. So, that was a 6th clear-cut chance, so we're ahead of schedule. Can we make... Can we get a second one? Or 2 more? Maximiliano, it's a clear-cut chance, isn't it? Is it a clear-cut chance? 7. We're ahead of schedule by 2 now. I was telling you 8. Technically, with the half chances, we're at 8.5, so maybe we're right on time. That's lucky, though. I mean, honestly, to hit the post and then to just get the clearance. That I don't think... I mean, he gets the assist. That's a wonderful finish. I don't think Andreessen meant that. I think he just meant clear it out, please. I don't think we get an extra sub, but we'll check. No. Maybe it's in the extra time rules. I don't know. I'm happy, though. I'm happy. Unless something devastating happens in the next 30 seconds of the game. We are through for the first time to the Coppa Italia. We got some rotation, and we even got Icardi back in, who hasn't been starting. So that's some additional, we're getting these guys, not exposure, but, we're trying to honor their contracts. It's hard. I feel, sometimes it's hard, whereas, I used to rotate a lot, and now how I'm playing Foot Manager, there's 8th chance we made it. Yes. How I'm playing now is, trying to have a solid 11 with a little bit of, if Flaccovio can come in for whatever, but not widespread rotation, having a solid group. And we've done that. What it has kind of meant, Romano has been on the outside looking in, Diaz, Rampanini's gotten 2 starts and 4 subs, stuff like that, to where I like that we were able to get these, Flaccovio gets a start, Icardi gets an appearance, Tyrese is back, Fran Bradic got the start. Oh, I guess I should say something. I almost just said in team talk. I'm very pleased, lads. Don't let it get to your heads. I think that's harsh. We created 8 clear-cut chances. Another 10 grand. Another 10 grand. Pays for the bus ride? Or was it at home? Was it at home? It was. It pays for something. It pays for the bus ride to Verona. That's going to be our next game that we show you, my friends. Let's hop forward in 4 days. All right, we take on Verona away from home. We have had 1 change at the back from our normal lineup. We've gone back to our regular starters. We brought Bullen in to give Theo just a little bit of a break. Look at this. He's top of the charts in training. We've actually had this season 3 or 4 times where we've had no bad training reports on anybody, and he's on a 9.2 right now. So I just don't want to burn him out, right? I know he's in form and we should probably keep playing him, but if there was ever a time, we're playing 18th place Verona, and Andreessen also is injured. So we've moved Vipes over because he's got right foot, versus Dosenia is right only, and Moretti is either. But Moretti is definitely more of a cover player than a central defender on defend. Labuti comes back in, so it's essentially our regular setup, just Ballin coming in and Dosenia coming in, which leads to some switching here. So Andreessen, when we signed him, had an issue with the tight calf. I'm not sure why. Mate, get it worked out. You know, it's never been like major, but it's like 1 or 2 days at a time. It's just ill-timed, right? Because did he play in the cup game? Yes, he played in the cup game. So, you know, give that leg a rest. That's fine. But everybody else comes in per the usual. All right, 4-3-1-2 versus 5-2-1-2. Yeah. Go prove a point, lads. I love it. The Irish-Italian front. That's fantastic. Let's show how good we can be. He's just being rusty. He just came back from an injury. They want us to go early yellow. My goodness. Did he punch a player? No, I guess that'd be a straight red, wouldn't it? They wanted us to go attacking, so we'll see how the first like 20 minutes goes before we make drastic changes. Maximiliano has just stolen that like candy from a baby. Oh, he's had his runners were making. That was lovely. It wasn't just Maximiliano. Okay, clear cut chance. I want you to watch the runs here that Cassidy and I think Ida made as well. Let's slow it down just a little bit. Okay, so you got Cassidy here. He's got his defender on his shoulder. He starts making a run. Okay. So this guy is marking Ida, and this guy is having to decide. He's now essentially 2 of us versus Pirello. That's not the same one, is it? He has to decide what's he going to do. So Cassidy makes this run here to like draw this guy away if he can, or draw this. If he draws this defender and he stays here, he's going to pass it to Ida, right? But this guy stays put. Now this guy's kind of in no man's land. And also, I'd like to point out, backpedaling. What are you doing, mate? And so he does nothing. He kind of gets caught in no man's land. We'll look up his decision making here in a second. But that was it. It was a great run. He stole it off his foot, not taking anything away from him. Decisions as a 12. Curious. Roberto Pirello. But I think I like when I see little things like that. I don't often see it, but when I do see it, I like to point that out. Like that was a great run from both strikers to either make a decision. Maybe Cassie's movement was just enough to make that guy go, I don't know. And then Maximiliano, with all his pace, was already past him. You know, like he just had to think about it for a half second. Ida dribbles. What's he got, lads? He's got, we are cooking with Irish gas. We're cooking with Guinness. This is what I saw a lot of in preseason. Is like the really good passing or spaces, and like that right there. We don't have him pass into space on, but that was just a great little pass. Right into no man's land for the keeper. Like he knows he can't come out and get it, but referee, get him. So let's send a message. We're gonna go attack. You're gonna do that. Off you go. They're gonna go the 4-3-1-1. All right, boys. Let's show them what we got. Wim Mullen draws the foul, or maybe the guy was just really frustrated. You know. No judgment. Nice. Passionate. Keep it going, lads. I'd like to get one more goal before we start getting aggressive with our substitutions. I'd like to get Haas off. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe Jallo. He's played a bunch. Oh, we got to check the board. I forgot to check the board and their thoughts on set pieces. I don't think they care as long as we win games. You could say it's favored, but your most favorite thing, your favored thing, I should say, is the table. Oh, cheeky highlight. Start. Dosenia plays it forward. He's at Cassie, cutting across, brings it down like a professional. It's nice to see. Ida gets drawn down. You don't see any advantage played. I guess he did. I mean, he did get a shot off, didn't he? Don't you dare. Oh, I thought that was ball. I thought that was Wim, and I thought he was upset about the last tackle, and he was going to, like, exact revenge. Literally thought that's what was about to happen. All right, boys. All right. Del Orco with an apostrophe. That's quite interesting. Away. Haas flicks it forward. Nobody there, though, despite the fact we have an extra man on the pitch. Ramani. Come on, boys. Oh, that would have been good. Like, that's a great ball for a back post run. They just, they took one of their strikers off. They don't have it in it. That person to make the back post run is sitting on the bench because they had to be subbed off because of the red card. Adam Ida, though, on the counter. Adam Ida on the counter. Dribbles past his man. Sets it up. Oh. Delicioso. I don't know. Forgive me. 3 clear-cut chances and 3 goals. Let's watch that again. Big stadium for Verona, I'm just going to say. That was almost like that, like a Mo Salah run, on the line in the cutback pass. Okay. What can we do here, lads? Gosh, I know they're confident. Let's get into the 60th minute. We're gonna make some. If we get a 3-goal lead, we're gonna make some subs, like I said we would. Because the last thing we want is somebody getting injured. So, you're on an 8.6. So let's leave you in. Tyrese, you come on in. Brodic, I know he's on a hat trick, people. I know. He can want it again in the future. Or no. Because I would like to get Diaz in. And he's played striker. We're gonna do the double subbage. It's like you're up 3-0 and your substitutions are attackers, but it's to rest those guys, right? Like, I like to think with a 3-goal lead, we've got this, and against 10, we've got this game dusted, right? So I'm thinking more next game, right? If we can give them a 30-minute breather today where they don't have to go the full 90, and then we don't risk them getting injured, so we can use them again in the future, we're gonna do it. Labuti. Okay, interesting decision to get that through, but it does work. Diaz plays it back, and then Haas. Okay, I think I'm also going to put Labuti on attack because they've got 10. So now we can get aggressive on both sides, or both wings, both sides. It's either Accardi, Romano, Rampanini, or Schradel. By contract status, it's Accardi. And that's how we're going to do things. Trying to keep everybody happy heading into the January transfer window. Sorry, Tom. Maybe next time. Okay, we overcommit there. Let's not give up a goal. Let's keep a nice, tasty, clean sheet, boys. Against... Oh, that's a good... That was good. I'm going to demand more. Don't get complacent. Our goalkeeper gets focused with me yelling. Nobody else does. Come on, Tyrese. Tyrese! Oh, Grieve? With 1L, with the nice catch. We've not created any more chances, but we did take our 2, best strikers off, so fair play. Okay, Labuti comes back to collect that. Dosenya, Labuti, they're pulling a little 1-2. All right, play it back. Okay, Accardi, no, we play it down the middle instead. Tyrese! Tyrese is coming true. I think he could be good for the future. If we just got to keep him happy. That's going to be the thing. Can we keep Tyrese happy? Now, he's found the back of the net a couple times recently, so got to remember to take a look at Tyrese, take a look at the board. I don't even have to remember what the boards were. If I can just get to the board screen, I'll figure it out. That was lovely. That was lovely from Pirello. Okay, we lost the clean sheet. We still have 4 clear-cut chances and 4 goals, so, the fact that we've finished our chances today is... Can you tell I'm having a little bit more fun than I did at the end of last season? There's not beads of sweat. My heart is not, like, thumping like it was. Again, I don't even care if we make the Europa League. I keep wanting to say the Euros. Well, that was pretty good. But just the fact that we're not all the way the entire season in the relegation zone, and then at the very end, jumping out. Very pleased, lads. That was really good. That was really good. Maximiliano with the player of the match. Okay. Tyrese is on a regular starter. Now, he's had... Okay, how many games? We probably played 16 games. We played 15 league games, and he's got 9 appearances in the league. So that's pretty regular. Now, it's not starting, but he's involved, and he did have an injury. He's only found okay, I guess the goals recently were from the Coppa Italia, but he's found the goal, like, you know, keeping people happy as much as we can. Same thing with Icardi, right? So same thing, regular starter, 10 total appearances, 8 of those in the league. Now, he's not done as well, but he hasn't had a chance to kind of get in the rhythm, right? So we're just trying to keep everybody happy, because the last thing you want is to get into the January window, which is in, I think, one more game. And all of a sudden people start sniffing around and it disrupts your dynamics and all that kind of stuff. That would be the worst. Just look at this kid. Oh, he's so good. Yeah. I mean, we paid, 4.6 million for him, and he's got 9 starts and 8 goals. Castillo on 1.8K a week. We are robbing them blind. Could we get him on a free? Oh, you'd think he'd want to be here. You'd think we've gotten him into the Irish national team. He's got a whole 1 cap. But he's got 6 goals, right? 5 and 3 and 15. Not bad. Ida's got 9 and 4 and 15. Hasn't made an appearance yet for the Irish national team. Think they're making a mistake. If it were me, he'd be involved. Now, to be fair, when it was me, he wasn't as involved, but that's because he was like 29 at that point in that save. Those of you that are new to the save or to the series or my channel are like, what are you talking about? Go watch the 210 episodes of Eron Gobra and come back and talk. I've tried to sell DVB. No, nobody's buying. Bradic with only 5 total appearances, 2 goals. Again, 2 goals though, right? Like on 5 total appearances, really not all that bad. Again, this is why I'm trying to keep Diaz is on 11K a week, regular starter. Just trying to keep him in the mix. So he's got 2 subs and a sub in the cup. So we're playing Juventus. We can't give him a start. We might be. Juventus is, I think, going to smash us, despite the fact they're below us. Even with the game in hand, we've got the better goal differential. What are you talking about? Oh my goodness. I'm not going to show you that game because we don't have time, but I'm like, do we just start Diaz there because we're expecting them to smash us? Which we still are, to be completely fair, right? But that's kind of interesting. We've pulled Roma, who beat us 2-3 in a close game. Okay, in the Coppa Italia first round. It's their first run at it. If we don't get past Roma, that's fine. I just want to go to the other teams. Who else we could have gotten? Bologna, Fiorentina, Sampdoria, Sassuolo from Serie B would have been nice. Lecce, Genoa, because we got to practice saying it. But we're in the mix. I'm pretty happy. I am still sniffing around to see if we can get another center back. I don't want to overbuy. January window, I feel like you always pay more in January to try and solve a problem. We don't necessarily have a huge problem to solve. It's just I want to keep our center backs up. It'd be great if we could buy somebody for the future, right? Of course, Tom Schradel might have something to say about that, as would Moretti, because it might take one of their spots. But that and a right back, like a really good right wing back, would be amazing. Just because these guys, it's not that they're bad, they're just, if you look at the reports, I'm rambling, I feel. The fact that they're playing at this level when they are Serie C talents with potential to be Serie B, same thing here with Labuti. I guess he's Serie B, so he's a little bit better. I guess it's something to say for them, but if we could find a stud, I'd hate to mess up our dynamics like that, but you try and take your chances if we can. So I'm gonna hop us forward. Go to the window, and I'll bring you back. It's gonna be, oh boy, pick and choose. I think we play. Ooh, it'll depend who's in first. We'll play Lazio and Roma, or Roma and Milan. That's gonna be the. Yeah, why would I sign up for playing top of the table? Why am I so confident? Nobody knows. Hit the like button. Thanks for watching. See you then. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm eating some popcorn. I'm snacking. They're delighted with making those set pieces. I don't know why.